right, we're here at Jade Nectar's incredible farm. We got some Sri Lankan right here he was just telling us about. He was kind enough to give us a farm tour today. We came down to Dabadoo yesterday, and today we're walking around checking out his awesome work. He's got
cool.
Hell of a collection here.
And this is the plan eventually, once we can legally have more people out here. Instead of doing virtual internet tours, we want actual people out here to come see these.
So sweet. Well, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to see it.
Oh yeah, even though it's like 105 out.
Yeah, it's a bit warm for sure.
But yeah,
this one's real unique looking.
Philippines Lagatan.
And I had one or two from Philippine Indonesia. They have almost no serration on the leaves too, which is always really weird with that part of the world, I've noticed.
Yeah, and these ones, this is the most like lacy, little wispy, spindly leaves. And this one's not going purple, but when the buds go purple, the leaves stay green, but the buds are purple, and it's just this insane contrast. And the final smoke is actually really good too. It's not super
smells
powerful.
a little piney, like some piney in it a little.
Yeah, a little pine. Let's see where it's going. Yeah, and it ends kind of woody, like a little grape woody.
Yeah, almost like a little like sandalwoodish kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. And then here's the famed Iranian that we're always talking about.
Oh, nice.
So we had some hermaphroditic plants that we had to chop, so we just threw,
smells great,
as a placeholder, the Iranian in there just to fill this vacancy.
Mm-hmm.
So this came in like, I think end of July. So they are small, but this has the 18-hour flower trait too.
Oh, so
but
it's
if
triggers.
you put a light over this early.
Ooh, man, it smells so good.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's really different.
And it's really unique. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely interesting smell for sure.
See how they get kind of like this plasticky leather.
Yeah, it's like a little
like
waxy kind of, almost like heat resistance wax to it.
Yeah, when they finally finish out, it's like they have like this armor, like they're leathery and plasticky feeling. But this is what we make our indica tincture, like our olive oil indica tincture.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's indica relaxing and dreamy, but it's not couch cloth.
Mm-hmm.
It's still like really clear, but it's super body, like waves of stoniness.
Sweet.
And more meditative, not at all like lethargic. It's not like duh. Like stupid weed.
Sure.
Oh,
is this the same thing as well here? Or?
Yeah. So we just had 2 plants perm. So we just threw
There's a little
these in
purple,
at the last second.
purple pestles on it. I think the camera's not quite doing it the justice.
Yeah, and some of the Iranians will have like hot magenta.
Smells really nice.
Yeah, everything's looking a little tired and beat up right now because it's been
the
getting
heat.
100 degrees like back-to-back days. But
Oh,
this is a Cambodian.
Those are huge buds for Cambodian. This is great.
Yeah, I think it's a little, maybe a little hybridized, but you smell that passion fruit?
Yeah, it smells really, yeah, that is really yummy.
So hopefully, because like straight up Cambodians, like almost all the Cambodians I've gotten direct from the source, have massive hermaphrodite rates.
Yep, me too.
But this is actually hybrids or whatever they're called.
Okay.
It seems to be their sort of tamed Cambodian, but it seems at least the terpenes are still there.
It smells like he's not lying. It smells just like dragon fruit. It is yummy.
I know, it's like candy, passion fruit, dragon fruit, lychee. What's that? Rambutan?
Rambutan, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to make like really good sauce for chicken, you cook down like a quarter or half a can of rambutan to like a can of pineapple or like equivalent volumes, and you make like a reduction out of that, and it's the best on chicken.
Chicken? Oh, that sounds
It like complements it in a weird way. I learned that in Thailand. What's this one?
This is actually Jamaica Blue Mountain.
Oh, nice. I have some Blue Mountain as well at home.
Howdy. Yeah. You want corn?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, if
Yeah.
I'm always down for vegetables.
Yeah.
Some nice Jamaican Blue
Yeah,
Mountain.
he's got a whole corn stand going.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. I was out here just 2 days ago. Like the plants, they're looking like
They're all praying for sure.
They're doing great, yeah.
Yeah,
They're
in this
standing up.
for this heat.
Yeah.
This is like so brutal.
Super frosty.
Yeah, this is a chocolate tie.
But they all look like
Ooh.
they're pretty airy in the center. You know what I mean? Like they're getting.
And by the
Smells
way,
like a
we
cacao
do-
chocolate,
we
like a
do
darker
little
chocolate.
leafing,
You can tell,
but not
like
not
it's
really
growing like that,
intense. Yeah, and we kind of just let the plants go, and then as they fill out, they'll just sort of open up.
they look naturally fallen too.
And by the
As
way,
I had the worst
don't
luck with
top 'em.
the chocolate tie. All my stuff hermed that
Oh,
I
really?
found. When I was in Thailand, everything was, all the chocolate was just, they were throwing male branches. So the buds weren't herming, but it would throw, so side shoots that were male, like about week 5 or 6 in flower.
Oh, okay.
It was really annoying.
And by the way, we just had some Indian Arissa, which is a beautiful plant, but we've had now 2 of those just hermed this week. So
Ah, it smells so good. It's like a cacao, kind of sour cacao kind of.
yeah. And so these are seeded. I was able to pollinate them, so we'll be keeping this around. Here's another chocolate pie.
Nice.
Here's Jamaica Blue Mountain. So it's finally kicking
Nice.
in. But yeah, oh, it's
Look at
amazing.
nice
We're
and
getting
tight,
a lot of
nice
yellow
pinks.
leaves just in the last few days with this heat.
Oh, pink.
Yeah, for sure.
Pink,
It's
purple in
coming
there.
to that time of the year too.
Yeah, it's a little naturally. be
Camera's not
dropping
really doing
leaves,
it justice.
But yeah, this is definitely accelerating things with this
Yeah.
heat.
That's it.
But for the most part, everything's looking happy.
Yeah, it beats the crap out of wet and rain, right?
Yeah,
You have to pick one or the other.
Yeah, and this one is weird. I was all freaked out that it kind of has that russet mite claw
Yeah.
look, but I've looked at it under the microscope, and yeah, there's no bugs. This is
No, it
actually
doesn't
a
look like there's
Mexican
anything.
heirloom.
Nice.
We've got a bunch of stuff from Mexico that
Pretty
is
light
the-
flavor in it, like a light, like almost like a balsa wood kind of smell.
yeah, but it's the Mexican that had Afghan genetics crossed in.
Oh, interesting.
And I've talked to some people now, like old smugglers from the 70s.
I brought some stuff over. And
Yeah, and they confirmed 100% that they brought Afghan genetics into Mexico just to be nice, but also
Sure.
like, hey, you guys want to bulk things up a bit and speed
Yeah.
things up?
Increase yield a bit, yeah.
Here's some Afghan. So, unfortunately, I mean, you can still find some pure landrace stuff like this. This is actually Michoacan red hair.
Nice.
So this definitely is more, appears to be like actual, landrace Mexican.
Yeah, it looks like it
But
structure-wise.
yeah, we have a bunch of other Mexican heirloom stuff going. Oh, here's one that's really cool. It's Zacatecas.
A little more higher altitude, eh?
Yeah, this seems to be a little bit hybridized and tamed too. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I don't know.
Smells yummy. It's like almost a little bit of like rubber smell in this one.
Yeah. Well, you can kind of tell. I've had African varieties, and you're like, I think a little skunk got in there.
Yeah.
At some point.
These are beautiful.
Yeah, but, wow, look at these brown hairs are starting to pop on it.
Oh yeah. Which is this? Is that same one?
Yeah, that's Zacatecas as well. Wow, things are Man, I was here 2 days ago, and things have changed dramatically just in 2 days from the heat.
It's
How many
beautiful.
ladies in this area?
This is about 115 here,
Okay.
and then we have about a little over 100 down in the shade garden too. Obviously, we could pack in a lot more plants.
Oh yeah.
But
You
yeah,
have enough
this is
room to
designed
breathe.
for humans.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to do rows because when you're in a row, then you're kind of confined as a human to be like, oh, I want to check this. Now you
Yeah.
have to go to the end of the row and circle back.
Oh, this one's
Oh,
different.
this is PCK, the Pakistani.
Is this the one that you gave us some of earlier?
I can show you
You
the
showed
one
us earlier?
that I cut the tops off. It's just right over here.
Love the color on this. This is deep, deep purple.
Yeah, well, just wait. There's one up here that's like full royal purple. This is a 1970s Pakistani.
Nice.
So this is old school, like hippie trail.
Mm-hmm.
This one's purpling, which is cool. There's two others that are almost all green.
Oh, it smells so good.
But check this out. This is, you know, when people are like, oh yeah, finally Californians got a hold of weed and we finally made weed really good. It's like, dude, this is 1970s Pakistani, long before.
These are big. I mean, you can see
Oh yeah, and look
my
at the,
fist compared to these.
and check out the
They're
crystal. Look at
quite
this.
large and frosty. Like, that is as frosty as anything
Oh,
that's
yeah.
modern, for sure.
Yeah, so this is
Really nice.
This is what they were doing in the 70s in
Right.
Pakistan. And these seeds got brought back to California to start developing California varieties.
Oh, yeah.
This is already like perfection.
Oh, yeah. No, this is great.
But, I'll show you that super purple one.
Man, this is a fuchsia purple.
Purple, yeah.
Beautiful color on this one. I think the brightness of the sun at the moment is not doing the camera justice here.
Yeah, this one's like almost looks artificially photoshopped
Oh, wow.
purple. It's so purple. But
Yeah.
This is the bud you guys have.
Oh, cool.
It came, see right here, chop this.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
The tops were just getting so big that
So heavy.
I was scared they were gonna melt down. And I just
And
wanted
this
to
is-
lock in.
Just almost,
And what
I
cultivar?
mean, it is so beautiful
this is
purple.
the Pakistani Chitral Kush.
Ooh.
But see, you can look inside that bud, and it's still super green, super
Mhm.
healthy.
Looks super fresh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's I'm not in a panic that these are.
Ah, it
Burn it
smells
out.
so good. I love the anthocyanin smell. It's so yummy.
It's like a sort of lemon cleaner, like lemon pledge kind of thing.
Just the color on these are so beautiful.
What?
Oh my.
What?
Yeah,
Did
that
you just
smells-
say a terp?
The anthocyanin is the flavonoid that makes the purple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Smells very good.
Yeah, and it's
That
molybdenum or
lemon-
selenium
Oh, if
dependent.
you
That's
open
so
one up,
nutty,
it's,
yeah.
it's
That's
like
so nutty.
it's lemon pledge. It's
Yeah,
almost
it
like.
Which one did you open just so I can smell it? Because I don't want to
Yeah,
mess
but
with your
keep
plants.
in mind, can't guarantee I'm.
Oh, you're fine. Anyway.
If you want to open that one up and spray it
Oh,
open,
wow.
take a
That
nosedive.
really smells incredible. Oh, it smells so good.
It's kind of lemony though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely lemony, but that has that like thicker, hashier.
Well, that's what it's got,
Purple
like
smell.
an underlayer
Yeah.
of like musky hashiness.
Yep, that's that anthocyanin. It's loud. So nice. What a beautiful plant.
I know, isn't it? It looks almost photoshopped in real life. It's so purple.
Looks great. Yeah.
And this is probably the last, like the colas that I already took were actually bigger than this.
Yeah, they're huge. It's stacked for sure. Looking beautiful.
And then here's another PCK.
More of like a light purple.
This is like the lilac version. Yeah.
A little different pheno smell to it as well on the terps.
Yeah.
What are these two?
And then, well, up here, this is
Sure.
old school Super Silver Haze. This
Oh,
Mr.
I
Nice,
love this one.
Mr. Nice Super Silver. That's still as far as.
Oh yeah, that smells yummy. Still got a ways to go.
Yeah, but as far as sort of like Amsterdam, modern, slightly modern. I mean, Super Silver Haze was ruling in the 90s. But this is, I think, the peak of sort of Amsterdam, California
Sure.
breeding was like the Super Silver Haze was fucking awesome. I remember I grew a whole bunch of this in like 2012 or 13 or so.
Mm-hmm.
I was so stoked with it, and then but couldn't get rid of it. I was like, it's not sour diesel or OG, man. There's no gas.
Right.
I was like, but it's so good.
It's nice for smoking and like cleaning your house or doing dishes or like
Yeah,
it's like
The
gives you
only
the energy
downside
to do stuff.
it is so munchy,
Yep.
heavy. Like
Eat
you'll
half
be-
the kitchen.
You're eating and already like I'm fantasizing about eating something else. While
Oh,
you're
this smells a little chocolatey. A
That's-
little
this
funky
Super
note to it.
Silver as well. Just slightly different pheno.
It smells much different. That's interesting.
But yeah, wait till you see it. So this is Yunnan from China.
Okay.
That's a Yunnan from China.
Oh wow.
These, I think this one was sourced by Bodie. He gave me these seeds.
Long structure
Huh.
on that.
Yeah. This almost looks Thai. They're like very similar to some of
Yeah.
the stuff I saw there.
And it's kind of hempy looking, but then I've
Built
got,
for this weather, though.
yeah.
This one almost has those like dog
Go for
shit
this
terps.
weather.
Well, just wait till you smell, because I've got like the Ace. I think it's from Ace. I can't remember where it's from.
Yeah, that one smells like dog shit. That smells real good.
Ace Yunnan. Very different.
Oh, this I can smell it from here.
But wait, it's almost
Ooh.
gross.
Yeah, it's real weird. It's
Yeah.
like fruity and then almost has those like red marif, like rotten meat terps to it
Yeah,
too.
get in there and it's got something.
And then like some heat garbage terps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It
is
is
like
like-
one Ranks plant. That is different
It
for
was, like,
sure.
Hot. It's like a Thai restaurant's garbage dumpster on a hot
Yeah,
day.
yeah, no, that's exactly what it smells like.
It's got like lemongrass and ginger, but
Yeah, that is an incredibly complex terpene profile.
rotting funk. Yeah, and this is
Yeah, there's like a dozen or more different notes in that smell. That is really bizarre.
Well, this one's like rotting, like root vegetables or something.
Oh yeah, it's much more of a sour fermented smell to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got like a sauerkraut.
There's the bed on this one.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is real funky. Oh man,
yeah.
should do like your Oscar the Grouch line, you know?
The hard garbage.
The hot garbage line, yeah.
All the different rotting.
Oh man,
Putrid
no,
variety.
it really. This one's like the bag that's been sitting out for 3 days, and it's got a fermented juice at the bottom. Oh man, it is rank smelling. That is trippy.
Yeah. Oh, this way we've got some Afghan burnt tire.
I love that
totes
stuff.
going on.
That's some of my favorite.
Now we're getting into Cashmere.
Those are really light, like perfumey.
Yeah, and then a lot of them will get a pine, like a real deep pine. And by the way, this is Maroof Red.
Oh, nice.
Here, the Afghan.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it has those like meat terps to
So
it.
it can, I'm not smelling the meat terps yet.
Yeah.
We've got another one down here too. So, you know, it's pheno specific.
Sure,
but
sure.
Hopefully we get like a rotten.
One of the best plants I smelled out in Thailand was the red marif, and it smelled fucking rank.
What's up, Chip?
How you
What
doing?
you got in your sack?
I got a dozen ears. If you guys think you'll eat it in the next few days, you can have all this.
Cool.
Super
I'll
great,
eat some of it.
delicious, never been farmed soil.
I'll eat it.
Sure.
Nice.
I'll split it with this gentleman.
Cool. I'll just let me go stick it in the
white car, yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, Chip.
Thank you.
Yeah, it should be humping.
Corn. corn, an old spirit plant that's gotten ruined by industrial ag, but he's growing heirloom corn varieties.
Nice.
Oh,
I have
awesome.
some from the Yucatan. I could send you some.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and actually a guy who was out here recently, he did his whole doctorate
Mm-hmm.
project on preserving landrace varieties of corn in Mexico.
Oh, cool.
And testing to make sure it hadn't been contaminated with GMO shit.
That's awesome.
And yeah, in Mexico, they're very passionate about protecting their corn, like culturally and everything. So yeah, this is Cashmere. Dude, this is straight from Cashmere. This is very modern, very dense.
Yeah.
I wonder if this one's
Real good structure to it. It's not quite as loud yet.
This has the pine. Like definitely that's stuff your nose in one of those.
Oh yeah. No, super piney.
And then here's another Cashmere variety. This has the super serrated leaves,
Oh yeah.
but it's deceptive. Like you can't really see how big the bud is.
Yeah, because the leaves kind of hide
it's
it.
hidden. But then all of a sudden you're like, oh my
It's
god,
huge,
It's
yeah.
as big as my forearm.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're, and you can see the actual bud is
Yeah, look at
huge.
this one.
Yeah.
And by the way, this
These are massive.
I wonder if this one's pine.
And this is the Cashmere as well?
Yeah, this
Wow.
we've got 3 different Cashmeres going.
Whew, that is really strong, like pine and ethanol.
Yeah, and then and the effect is really powerful.
Yeah, it's gassy for sure.
And I wouldn't say it's a lethargic couch lock, but you get a really powerful body
Sure.
buzz, and you kind of have to like sit down for. So I wouldn't say couch lock, because couch lock nowadays is like stupid zombie weed, but
Yeah.
Right.
like this more just you sit back and waves of stoniness come over you,
for sure.
and lots of meditative questioning your place in the universe kind of thought. Really intense. School. Did you guys grow up in the Midwest at all? Or?
Colorado, yeah.
Okay, so you know the brown Mexi brickweed.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
This is the fucking
source?
Yeah. And this one made.
This is
in
nice
Florida.
and pink,
Look at
purple.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Beautiful color on this bud.
Gorgeous.
It's from Sinaloa. Beautiful.
So as it matures, it will get that spice. You know, that old brickweed spice. And it turns out, if it's not smuggled in like diesel cans and tires and shit,
Actually, it's
compressing,
pretty nice smoke
it's
when it's
actually
not compressed.
fucking killer smoke.
Wrapped in
You know, it's interesting. They dried it a lot before they did it, because the Thai stuff, a lot of times they don't dry it, and it like ferments almost on the inside, and it almost tastes like northern Zimbabwe or Malawi stuff that they ground cure.
Yeah.
You ever had that when they put it in the ground in the
Well, I know
jars?
about the
And
cobs
it
and
smells real like fermented, and it had that same kind of smell to it almost.
There's something special. We're actually going to look into that, like starting to do brick pressing, because something special happened in that process. Oh, this is Zacatecas here as well. Look how bushy this thing is.
Oh yeah. Doing our best to keep the camera cold. It is 100 and something degrees, and we're trying to film. So if you're wondering why my hand is in the shadow there, we're trying to keep the phone from exploding. I just got this phone, so this is beautiful chunker here too. Oh, we're down here looking at something else.
Not yet. No rotten meat terps yet.
No, it's definitely, there's a different smell to it though.
Yeah, you can tell it's just getting going. It's gonna get weird.
Like a rubber, something else smell to it.
Oh, this is pure pine, like total pine forest. That's Cashmere once again.
Oh yeah, real piney.
It's weird. Some of the old Afghans we used to grow were and mint.
Huh.
Had a really strong mint.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them had like cedar. Oh, this is Thai Isan.
Oh, okay.
Isan. I don't know if
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
It's probably be lemony-ish. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little lemon.
nothing
Not
really
much
going
smell
on yet.
in it yet.
But some of these, I grew this last year, and some of these ended up going purple.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, this is a really cool
You son.
from Bodie. Wow, this is almost ready.
Oh yeah.
But this is Blue Dream with Buddy's lavender.
Okay.
Or it was Blue Dream, Santa Cruz Blue Dream crossed to Bodie's Wookie, which has a lot of lavender in it.
Oh, yeah.
So hopefully, I'm hoping this will be like Lavender Dream. Oh, do you smell that lavender? Holy shit.
Oh wow, yeah. Tons of little lull in that one. Be a good seizure strain. Little lull is really good for seizures.
So yeah, this is Blue Dream.
It's real yummy.
Lavender Dream.
Yeah, that
my
is
God.
nice. Yeah, really nice smell to that one.
It's wow, look at it. It is like brown, like
Yeah, no, it's just about ready for harvest for sure.
yeah. So we'll probably
Next
we're
few
waiting
days.
for the heat wave to chill out because we don't want all our terps to burn off in the
Sure.
dry room.
Yep.
So, but everything's still. Let me see. Yeah, no warning signs. All the bracts are green. Wow. Yeah, this was a Bodie like freebie blessing. Just
Sweet.
fun giveaway. plant.
Nice.
But it's called Space Nectar. So someone gave it to me.
Cool.
Who was friends with him. I've gotten to know him a little bit since
Sweet.
then. But because we're Jade Nectar, someone gave it to. They were like, "Hey, here's Space Nectar." Oh,
Sweet.
this is Mulanye from Malawi.
Oh,
It's a
nice.
town in- but this
It's a
one's
big
got
plant.
really. I
And
mean, it's just getting going, but
it's big.
when it finishes off, it's actually really dense buds.
That's huge.
Oh, if you want to see like the Mexican Afghan. So again, these were sourced from Mexico, but it's pretty darn clear.
That's beautiful.
there's Afghan.
Yeah, that
genetics in
purple
there.
is
That's a giveaway.
yeah,
Look
just
at
a
the
little
Giant torpedoes.
fuchsia purple.
So it's kind of weird. The Afghan genetics arrived, 70s, 80s,
Yeah.
but then they sort of developed them into their own heirloom variety over, a few decades. This is from Chiapas, Mexico.
Oh, nice.
So this is where like Palenque is, like serious. I don't know if it's getting any smell yet. A little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Like a little funky terps to it.
Oh, and here's this is another one of those Mexican heirlooms. One of these has grapefruit. That one a little bit. It was stronger the other day.
Yeah, you can smell it. You definitely go grapefruity on that one. What's this giant one over here?
Oh, is this Kona? Yeah. So this is Kona.
Nice.
They're just starting to flower now.
Yeah.
That's freaking huge.
Yeah, this one's definitely pushing 12 or 14 feet for sure.
And here's Indian. This is a Raku.
Yeah, real tiny leaves on this one. This is cool.
Yeah. This is a little Indian. This is Manipur.
Nice.
Here's another one, Cambodian.
Oh,
This one's more like strawberry than passion fruit.
that's cool.
Oh, cool. This is the Philippines, the laggy time. See how it's going purple though?
Oh yeah.
So hopefully the buds go full purple. And when you get the purple flower with the green leaf contrast, it's just... And by the way, these buds get like...
Oh, really get some size in them.
Oh yeah, but they're really airy.
Yeah. That fluffy Southeast Asian buds.
Yeah.
Good for washing though. They taste really good.
Yeah, they taste super delightful. Oh, the more Sri Lanka. This is the typical Sri Lanka, just like spears jetting out in all directions. This one's this is starting to kind of get a lavender thing, but this is the Waichin Valley lavender from Trident
Nice.
for Landrace Mafia.
Nice.
So this is one, and then there's another one up here. This is the lavender, the Waichin Valley lavender, and then right next to it
Big funky colas.
is this is the gutter gas, the Narang gutter gas.
Huh.
It's kind of, I don't know if
That is funky.
but the phenos are really different because these are gutter gas up here too. This one's just huge.
Yeah, gigantic. It's really wide plant.
Yeah, and these really have the droopy leaf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they shut down in the midday.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the ties I grew are like that, where they stop praying between like 11 and 3.
Yeah, and this, actually when it was in veg, never prayed. But now that it's got some flowers, it's actually given some structure for it to be a little more springy.
Sure.
But yeah, everyone was always on the videos, we're like, water your plants, man. Yeah, that's how they grow.
This one's funky. What's this one?
This is the lavender,
Oh, okay.
the white chin.
Tons of little buds on that.
I don't know, it's just...
Looks like cookies. A million little buds.
Yeah, but these are like shooting in all directions.
It's definitely cool.
Yeah.
Almost looks like you big leafed it, but you didn't, you know?
Yeah, and then check this out. This is gutter gas.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever grown Zamal?
Yeah.
You
I
know
grew
how
some in Zimbabwe.
It branches all over the place.
Yeah.
And it's like a big octopus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this, I mean, this looks like 3 different plants.
Oh, it does, for sure.
One giant.
Yeah, there's like different phenos in the same plant.
Yeah, so this is the gutter gas as well. We'll just see. Right now it smells pleasant, but I guess when it finishes up, it may
It's stinkier.
get pretty stanky. We had a Brazil herm.
Happens.
Yeah.
Especially when you're doing land races and stuff.
Yeah, it was in full flower. Oh, by the way, this Jamaican Blue Mountain, this one's
Oh,
probably
nice.
the most robust.
For sure.
That looks great.
Looks like a tight Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's wild how dense it is.
Yeah, I mean, it is crazy dense. Even if you look inside, it is just wall to wall.
Oh, you probably see this one too. The Brazil Amazonia.
Oh, wow.
And see how it's so far along for being an equatorial, and it's short and squat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
And then the weird, and by the way, the effect is really,
It's real funky terp
Yeah.
profile.
well, this one's got the garlic.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them will be pina colada, and then a few of them will be like pina colada with garlic, like roasted garlic thrown in the blender with your pina colada. It's very funky. But the effects on these are sativa psychedelic electric
Nice.
in like a
That's from
squat, almost like indica type structure.
nice. This is from Brazil, from Amazonia.
Yeah, and I think it's grown in the jungle, so it's more of a shade
Yeah.
plant. And yeah, so strangely enough, it seems to actually like being in the shade. We've got some shade plants
Mm-hmm.
down below
Sure.
that seem to be happier.
Looks beautiful. Nice and stacked too for a humid place like that. I mean, they look like they're about ready. Maybe a little, maybe another 5 days, 4 or 5
That's
days.
what I'm thinking, like 5 more days. We're getting a little breakdown, but I've got like 10 branches seeded on this thing, so we're fine.
Especially if you're wanting to
Throw
give them a little
all
extra
here.
nitrogen or something to speed them up at the end.
Yeah. I think at this point. Oh, this one's going too. Oh, I already. And by the way, when you get seeds going, sometimes we get birds that come out and start picking the seeds out.
Little jerks.
I know, it's like, oh, god damn it. Forgot, this needs a bird.
Get a little hawk drone fly around, the silhouette of a hawk. You know?
But look at that. This got totally fried in the heat.
Yeah. This is the Afghani or Pakistani
No,
or
this
something?
is the Brazil.
Oh, really?
So this sort of reaffirms that it's actually
Shade
a
lover.
jungle shade plant.
Yeah. Yeah, for
See?
sure.
Got totally fried.
So at that latitude, it should take it.
Yeah, it's equatorial,
Yeah.
but turns out it probably was developed for the jungle.
That's really interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's neat.
See this one. This is gutter gas. I wouldn't say that's a sewer pipe
No.
yet. Or somebody's shit smells kind of pleasant.
That one back there really smelled like dog shit.
Yeah, that thing was almost like nauseating. It was
Yeah.
so gross. Well, anyway, this is the top part.
All right, here we're in the lower lot.
This is the perfect, like, cute little PCK. See how it's like a perfect candelabra?
Oh, yeah.
But look at those
Beautiful
purple.
structure on that one.
Dude, it is so it's like,
It's crazy deep purple.
The leaves look great too.
let's see how it's like perfectly just candelabra'd out.
Yeah, it's a great space for the size of leaves, everything. It's like got a great layout.
Oh my god, and right now
Stinks.
just getting the
Nice and
crystal.
Heavy smell to it.
Yeah, it's just glistening in the sun right now.
That top
Whoa.
row is finishing off perfectly.
Yeah, so we might take this like end of next week. Look at the perfect little
Yeah.
capercola. It's got like a trophy bud right on
Right.
top.
Twins. A couple of them all around it.
And they all just
Yep.
everything. This is like perfection. This
It's like
is
perfect structure for all the way down it.
amazing. We got a bunch of tobacco growing
There you go.
just for the fun of it.
Anything funky wise, heirloom wise, or just
So
So
these
if you like-
actually came from Bodie as well. Those seeds.
nice?
I think it's a South American variety.
Nice.
I don't know if it's like rape kind of.
Some Nicotia rustica,
I'll have a,
some of the psychedelic tobacco.
it might be actually.
It looks, the structure doesn't look quite right.
I don't know. I'll have to. Oh my god! And look at this. Cashmere.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, that's huge.
Little thumb reference there.
Yeah.
It looks like I have a baby finger there. It's
Massive
and look
cola.
how crystally and it's just insane. Uh oh.
Super
going on
frosty.
here? Is there a yellow leaf? No problem going on here. Some of these actually are variegated.
Nice. That just looks like variegation.
We get these no, that's a little. We get these, the one menace we have out here is these western tree crickets.
Huh.
I don't know if you've ever seen those.
I haven't.
But it's a little flesh colored cricket
Huh.
and they stick their head in the bud and then they
Chew
try to
around.
lay eggs in there.
Oh,
So they're
okay.
ovipositing,
Yeah.
which is sad because their eggs will not make it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they'll screw up a few buds. But yeah, we get these little cricket. You'll see them with their little butts sticking out of the bud as they're like scraping in there they scrape away a little skin and then lay their eggs in it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, see here we had this other Orissa. Unfortunately, it was a beautiful plant, but Orissa from India, but it hermed out as
Sure.
well.
It happens.
Yeah, we've got the after. We have the whole crime scene here.
Happened yesterday. This one's nice and chunky.
Yeah, this is these
Cashmere.
are all cashmere. Pretty much this whole row is cashmere. I'm really excited. We have a bunch of other cashmere varieties for next year.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's just so weird. They're like in, you know, geographically, they're in between India and Pakistan. So they're like sort of half-half. Look at these. My God.
Yeah, they're beautiful. I mean, they're super stacked like a polyhybrid.
Yeah, I know. They look like a modern.
I mean, they're huge.
But then when you smoke them, it's definitely a really intense, powerful,
Sure.
mystical vibe. Here's more cashmere. Yeah, well, I love Pakistani varieties. And I love Afghan. Some of the Afghan stuff's like almost too heavy for me, you know,
Sure.
like knockout.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, the cashmere, I'm just absolutely loving. Anything from cashmere is like really good.
Oh, yeah, this is amazing.
And there's like no wasted space too.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one that's pretty weird. This one is variegated.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
So we could breed with that and have albino buds.
And you can see how it's bifurcated and not streaky. The plants aren't deformed looking.
Man, look at this cola here.
Giant colas, all the rest of the plant looks good.
It's crystally.
Yep, super
I don't
super
think I
stoked.
tested it, but it's gotta be 18, 20.
And this is which one was this one?
This is cashmere as well.
Okay. It's a little more open structure on that one.
Yeah, so again, we have 3 different cashmere varieties. I don't really know the region, just kind of have them labeled like
Cashmere one.
early, purpley, serrated leafy.
Sure, whatever the traits are on them.
I'd love to learn more about what they actually are now. Here's one of our only modern hybrids. This is, have you heard of Hazelnut Cream?
Mm-mm.
So this is, supposedly this has like the perfect washer resin,
Oh, okay,
like the sandy
sure.
grit, perfect gland size. Somebody gave them to me. I think they come from like Dab Logic. Like it's their in-house plant.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
But we have
Nice.
some of them growing up there too, and yeah, you could tell it's almost like an indoor plant
Sure.
that wasn't stoked to be outside.
Yeah. Getting a little bit fried.
This one has got the shade, so it's hanging in there a little better. But
This one's chunky. It's another cashmere.
yeah,
I think if you're growing Landrace, I think that's the one to grow for yield. That's for damn sure.
yeah, and you can cross.
What is that gigantic one?
What's that?
That real tall one. What is that
Yeah,
one?
that's a Unon.
Okay. Yeah,
Isn't that insane?
that looks more closer to the one I gave you there
Yeah, that's
than
like,
the others.
That's about 15,
Yeah, that's a big
15,
girl.
16
Big girl.
Yeah,
tall.
like I'm 6'3" and I'm holding this at eyeball height, and this thing is more than twice my height, easy.
Yeah, I'll stand right on the level.
Oh, here you go. Yeah, here.
For reference,
Here we go.
I'm like,
Hold on, I have to back up more.
Almost
There we go.
bamboo plant.
yeah, so I'm
It's like a redwood of weed.
within an inch or or two of the plane of where the trunk meets the soil.
Yeah, and you can see how much taller it is than he is.
And then here, strangely enough, this is Sinaloa.
That one's got some height on it too.
Yeah, and look how happy it is in the shade. So
Oh yeah.
I really think there's, and had a
Smells
friend
good.
out here earlier this week, like he believes 100% in shade ground. Like when he's in a full sun place,
I mean, look at
he
the
actually
size of
hangs
some of these.
agricultural netting.
Leaves are just
to get
huge.
shade.
I'm sure you got a couple of leaves on there that are even bigger. Something smells real good over here.
Something smells real good everywhere.
Yeah, and then a lot of these were final plants. These were like the last to sex, you know?
Sure.
So we kind of, a bunch of odds and ends. But what's real, this is the lavender, that White Chin Valley lavender.
Mm-hmm. Very different structure on this one though.
Yeah, so the shade brings out different structure, different terpenes.
Huh, interesting.
Actually, some of the most potent Jalisco that we grew last year, we grew a bunch of Jalisco up in the full sun, but then the shade.
What are these two?
That's Sinaloa.
Okay.
Yeah, so these are all Sinaloas here. So this is old school Mexican brickweed. And the effect though is you get red eye, squint eye, cotton mouth, and then you just giggle. It's like full Cheech and Chong vibe.
Nice.
Weed. It's really fun, psychedelic. Yeah, it's great. I think Mexican varieties are some of the best weed on the planet.
There's more cashmere.
Oh, this is actually that Mexican Afghan heirloom. This is the Luna.
Oh yeah. Smells so good.
Oh, here's one with more magenta hairs.
This one's yummy too. Pink purple hairs. Some more purple hairs.
Here's a Vietnam black.
Oh, there you go.
This is there's a lot of different Vietnam blacks out there, but this one seems to.
Really dense bud structure on it for sure.
Yeah. So it's a high output, and it seems to actually be similar to some of the Yunnan varieties, and Vietnam does border the Yunnan province, so it may have a lot more.
It's almost like a little licorice, almost kind of smell in it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Wonder if it.
Is that more Yunnan, the other giant over there?
I think it is. Yeah, it is.
And what was this one? This wider leafed one?
That's an Afghan, right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is my burnt tire Afghan, but it doesn't. It's not smelling yet.
Sure.
Later on, though, it will get.
Got these cool, like, chubby leaves to it underneath. It goes in and out like a bottle almost.
Yeah, this one will get really. Oh, I wonder if maybe some of these more developed buds. You can just, like, if you can find a one that's a little more developed. You can
Oh yeah, definitely a little bit of that burnt
start to
rubber.
Smell a little funk. Yeah, it's like a spicy incense and burnt rubber.
Sure.
And this plant was getting a little bit of aphid, so we're keeping an eye on it. But you know what? I think the heat actually burned off all the aphids. We've seen that before, like the aphids start going, and then
It's too hot and
it
dry
gets
too quick.
110, and they all fucking die.
Well, so the bacteria in their stomach dies at, was it 107 or 108?
Oh, really?
And yeah, so you can heat treat a greenhouse.
Yeah.
You button it up, get it to like 120 for an hour, and then water everything beforehand, and then vent the shit out of it. I like to do it at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so the sun's down, so that if we're having vent problems, that it's still gonna not get hotter.
Yeah.
And
So
and
if
that
you
works.
get it to 120, you'll kill all the
Yeah.
aphids.
I also know people in like Colombia that'll do it for powdery mildew. So they'll do like 110, 115 for an hour because the PM spores can't survive it either. So they'll do that as like a a cleanse.
Really?
I mean, if your stuff will heat herm or heat stress, then it's obviously not the cultivars you want to use from it. But if you have something that's, especially equatorial stuff, it's going to take that just fine.
Cool. Well, that's good to know. Good news is we haven't seen, I haven't seen powder mildew in decades.
Not with the spacing you have. I mean, they all have enough airflow
And then with the
you have it set
Landrace
up
stuff,
right.
this is all from seed. We just,
Yep.
I never get powder mildew, and the only time we ever see any botrytis or mold is from bug damage.
Insect attack, yeah.
Yeah, and then but the thing is it will just mold in that area. It doesn't
Yeah, you
spread.
just trim that butt off or whatever.
Yeah, and it doesn't spread.
Yep.
That's why.
And that's too where you ever see the big outbreaks of Septoria. It's usually sterile soil or stuff that a cornfield, a wheat field, pasture. It's been sprayed with 2D40 or some shit like that. That's just microbially dead. You know what I mean?
And that's what which stuff?
2D4 is
No, what's the bacteria or pathogen?
Septoria.
Septoria.
You don't see it too much on this side of the Rockies, but like in Oklahoma, and it's bad.
What is it? Root rot?
It's a fungus, and it will affect the roots, infect the roots. But it comes in on the leaves, inspects the stalk, gets colonized in the roots, and then goes up the plant.
And the plant just
It gets spots all over it. It look like you sprayed the plant with water, and you get the little heat spots from it. It'll look like that, and it'll start at the bottom of the plant, and it'll go up. Like every day, it'll be farther up the plant, and they'll get more and more necrotic until it's killing the leaves.
So that's,
You get it in the tropics sometimes too.
yeah, so you were in Oklahoma for a while, right?
Yep.
Okay, and so they've got a whole. I've heard there's crazy bugs.
Yep. So there's a cucumber beetle virus that they spread that it just melts plants in like 2 weeks.
Oh,
It's bad.
That's terrible. Yeah, here's that hazelnut. So you can tell that's
Much more westernized.
yeah, much more.
But it looks
super-
nice.
I mean, it's really nice. It's impressive. But it's almost like cartoon levels of crystal.
Sure. Awesome.
But we were thinking we grow it, and then because people keep talking about washing
Sure.
Landrace.
Yep.
So if we cross something like this with some of the Cambodian or something, and then all of a sudden you've got raw Cambodian rosin, which would be pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
Although, tell you the truth, I don't touch concentrates. I've just found as long as I have variety. So if I have 20, 30, 50 strains that I can keep rotating, you don't need to chase
Sure.
potency necessarily.
Cool.
But that's just my own thing.
You want to tell people how to find you and check you out if they want to check out more of your stuff?
Yeah, just Jade Nectar. Imagine, yeah, put a link in there. But yeah, we do videos all the time, just trying to inspire people to look outside the cakes and the cookies and the runts and the gelatos. There's a lot of really cool historic, cultural cannabis story and history in these plants, and a lot of them are already masterpieces. Like they're actually
Especially that cashmere. Holy crap.
yeah, and by the way, people who think Landrace, I keep seeing these videos of folks saying that it's just wild cannabis that just evolved out in the forest. That's completely wrong, and that also discredits and nullifies these farmers who have developed these lines over generations, hundreds of thousands of years. So Landrace is totally influenced and developed by humans and farmers and shaped to get them to masterpieces, but it's for that particular region. It's just adapted to that region. So it's just cool. All of a sudden these plants, you're sort of witnessing another culture and their history and everything through this plant that can travel in this little seed all around the plant. It's so cool.
Cool.
But yeah, Jade
Awesome.
nectar. Woo!
Sweet. And we'll have a link in the description, wherever platform you're watching this.
Cool.
All right. Thank you.
Right on.